What's going on, internet? Welcome to a Friday night live stream. First things first, I need to just jump into a screen back there and change that font color. So bear with me for 1 second to start up. All right, that should be better. I got this, I don't know if it does anything, but I got this little shot glass or spirit glass on the screen, and every time somebody likes the stream or subscribes on YouTube, it'll drop like a little ice cube in there. I don't know what happens when we fill the thing, but apparently something happens when we fill the thing up. I've tested it a little bit, that's why it's got a few ice cubes in it already. Chris is here. G'day, Chris. Thanks for popping along to a Friday night stream. Other than that, I've done nothing. I've done nothing to the stream on the back end, apart from turn it on and panic as I hit the go button. So we've got just over 7 litres a minute on the TIG torch today. It is quite cold here, and that generally moves things around a little bit, but it's like 7.5 litres. Today's been chaotic, just an absolute chaotic day. I just had one of those days. I actually picked up all my products from Powder Coat today, and starting to package all the outstanding orders and whatnot is just absolute chaos. I was thinking about doing that on stream, but I've literally been doing it all day, and I'd actually really appreciate the break to weld a couple of products up and just hang out for the night. Chris on YouTube also. The ice cube situation doesn't work for YouTube, liking the YouTube video, unfortunately. Only, I think only Twitch and Facebook. We've got no music on the welding screens tonight, so we got all our Facebook video flagged last night, and Twitch. You're everywhere. I appreciate it. So I've changed the song for the intro and outro and to see if that changes anything, but I actually had somebody claim the entire video today, so I have appealed that claim because obviously it's original content coming out of my mouth hole. Yeah, the streaming on Facebook has proven to be more interesting than streaming on YouTube. But you know, every day we'll figure it out more and more. The absolute worst thing that will happen is the Facebook videos will get deleted after they go live. That's really it. Right now, the appeal that I've filed, I don't know if anyone gives a shit, but basically in 70 odd countries or something, they've turned audio off on my video. I've left it up because I want to see what the outcome is for education's sake. So starting off on this catch can, we're going to start off in the pulse setting. And pulse setting is on auto for pre-flow and post-flow. We are 45% on time with a 0.9 second pulse. And we are, I actually wanted to try I think I've done it before, but I just want to try going to optimum mode with the negative 33 on the AC balance. And I just want to see what sort of difference that might make on controlling this seam. So we've got quite a big gap how can I get you to see that? So I've got quite a big gap just in here. I don't know if that will focus with that light. It might focus. You can see it pretty well there. So first thing I'm going to do is just put a bit of filler in there, and then just button up this seam, and then we'll try filling it up and see how it goes. Well, that was short-lived. So the tab on the back of my prop arm just snapped off, and I dipped my tungsten as we snapped that arm. So I used the TIG finger to clean the soot off with a tungsten dip. So this machine kills the current as soon as the tungsten dips. So you don't get that nasty fusing or anything like that that you might on another machine, which is in here. It is in, I think it's in TIG settings. So down here, it's one of these, TIG antifreeze or current freezing. Oh God, that's out of focus. I think current freezing probably makes the most sense. Well, every time my hand goes in, it freaks out. I put a different lens on this camera today, but those settings down there kill the current as soon as the tungsten dips, or the circuit is complete, I guess. We're down to our last 3 tungstens, so fingers crossed we get through it tonight. Here we're using 2.4mm, 2% serrated. I do run a gas lens and a number 5 gas cup on my torch, which is just a number 20, CK20 water-cooled torch. What can I do? I might just swap these props over. Don't forget to take my helmet off while it's plugged in. Every day, I reckon I've said this week, I need to 3D print some more prop holders, and I just forget. Every day I forget. I was actually thinking this morning I should bring my 3D printer into the shop. I've got a big one and a little one. If I bring my little one in, I could run these little jobs really easily. So basically these things are just a little widget that I designed that slips onto. This camera is freaking out a little bit. That slips onto this little light holder on this camera stand. But we'll get him back there. It's like it's buffering. It might be the cable there. But anyway, we'll just swap them in between here, and it'll get us out of trouble for right now. And maybe I'll remember to print some more over the weekend. Probably not though. Okay, so I think just for a little bit of an experiment as well, I'll keep this tungsten sharp, and we'll ball him off before we switch back to straight current. We'll most likely get a wider bead with a sharper tungsten, but it may bowl itself with the pulse setting. Okay, let's try it. Not too bad. Sounds awful though. The Optima setting, doesn't it really sound horrible? I am not sure. I actually just wanted to see. I think it's been a while since we've played around with it, but just wanted to see if it defined the ripples a bit more. And if it gave me a little bit more heat control with those bigger gaps, which I think it did. I think it was not too bad in that situation. I think it was worth a try. Going around to the top, we're going to do this filter basket. And I'm pretty sure I mentioned last night that I wanted to try a faster pulse. That camera, why is that camera lagging? Let me just dive in and see if there's a weird setting on. Here it is. No, I can't change anything because it's on a capture card. That's fine. We'll just let it. Live its life. I think it's just got a delay every now and then. It's like it's a buffering situation. Is it? Yeah, it's fine. It'll just have to do the job for tonight. So let's jump over to the welder settings, and for the experiment, I'll go back to square wave. So every time I put my hand in the screen, it takes the focus away from the screen. So what I want to do is just increase this, just the pulse time. So that's 0.769 seconds. I think probably 7.5 seconds would be okay. We'll give it a try and see how it goes. So basically, on this filter basket, I just want to move around it a little bit quicker and see if I can stop the distortion that's going on, and just see how it goes. Just an experiment is what I'm doing, is the short version. All right, not too bad. Let's get in there and take a look. So where were we? Across the back here. So there was a little bit of a gap here between the filter basket and the top of the catch can. So up until about this section here, I was sort of feeling a bit of a blowout. But with all the, when the filter basket was pressed up nice and tight, not too bad. I'd probably slow that pulse down to 1.2 instead of 1.3. Let's jump in there. So I think probably dropping it down to 8.3 seconds is what it says there. How can I need to change the focal setting on this camera really. So we'll try that instead for the next one, not for this one, obviously. But while we're in the settings here, we'll go over to here, save those changes, and cruise up to the straight current. Actually, first we'll bowl the tungsten. So profile number 10 for me is just the AC balance cranked all the way up, and we'll bowl this tungsten. And that's zoomed all the way in. There is no way that's going to focus that close. Somewhere, if I take away my spotty hand, it might focus. There we go. Beautiful bowl on that. This serrated tungsten bowls really quickly, really nicely. Super happy with it. Next things next, we've got the bottom of this guy. So we're going to weld this curved bit right here. I did make this grand statement last night that we're going to start using the curve prop again, but I've literally just stolen it. So we're going to do it with the straight prop. We're back to straight current settings. This is so auto, post flow, pre-flow. Everything is the same. So square wave, 130 on the frequency, and negative 33 on the AC balance. We're 120 amps max on the foot pedal. Okay, everything there looks good. I'm just going to pop in to the microphone, not in there. I'm going to go in here and just pull a little bit of sound out the microphone. It just sounds like it's peaking a little bit to me. It may or may not be. It doesn't really matter. I'll make the adjustment regardless. If that's too quiet, let me know, but it should be okay. Let me just pull a little bit more out of there. Okay, that's all good. I think that's all good. And all right, we're welding again. All right, looking really good there. Doing it in 3 bites like that, it's definitely easier for me compared to using the curved prop, I think. The only thing is that we got the 2 stop starts there, but you can see the etch line right here, but if you look down that weld there, if I angle that up, you actually can't see the stop start. So if I polished that or brushed it or painted it, I highly doubt that you would even know that there was a stop start there. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. I really, I think I'm just in a really good mood for welding the last couple of days, but settings are great. This new location for the welding table is great. I think just figuring it all out, I think. Getting some really good results on these products. Even today, I went to a workshop to take a catch can that I welded on. I think I welded it on stream, right in the early streams, in the first 10 probably, and the quality just in the last couple of months, few months I guess it is now, but big difference in welding quality. And I don't think I've been a bad welder for the last 8-10 years, but yeah, big noticeable difference, especially in the last couple of weeks. Really happy with all the settings and how things are going. And I think I attribute that to the stream, like just welding in real life, in real time, with anybody, literally anybody on the planet can tune in and watch. And that's really made me up my game, I think, and being able to critique myself by watching the videos back. Really good things. It's definitely something personally that's come been a real positive for me from the stream. Okay, this camera freezing is very strange. I just nipped up that little bit there, and now we're going to cruise back over to the top. Actually, we're doing the ends first now. Let's jump up here. G'day, Daniel. Thanks for popping by. I have no idea what the time difference is, but I apologise. Right now, for me here, it's 6:10 in the evening, so. It's a nice quiet time to be streaming, that's for sure. So I'm just going to button up these corners, so just get some tacks right on the edges here. There's a little bit of a gap on the corner here, but I think I'll start on this seam here and work my way all the way around. 4 a.m. Oh my God! Good on you, and thank you for rocking up and getting up early. I hope you're not getting up specifically for this, but I don't know if me being the first thing you see in a day, if this is you first getting up, I don't think it'd be my choice, but but it's bloody awesome. All right, that turned out really nicely. Try and get that in the center there. It's definitely my favorite part on this tank to weld. It's just a nice cruisy little short straights, really comfortable to weld. Yeah, welding at night instead of during the day, that's my jam as well. Here, like, it's super humid here, I guess, probably similar to you. But yeah, that, and for me, there's no phone calls, like no anything to bother me. Nobody outside. Rarely there's somebody outside in the evenings, but definitely not the. You know, it's just nice to switch off and get it done. Get your refills on Monday. Awesome. Awesome. Just sucks that you got to wait the whole weekend to weld again, I guess. All right, we'll pop a chill block on the top here. We're going to do this curve just as I've covered it up for you. and I am not going to tuck my finger underneath the prop. We should. So this weld here was definitely easier with that curved prop last night, but I'll get that, no worries. All right, definitely not as fun for me without that background music playing. To listen to the welder and then the welder in delay. I definitely enjoy the music over that, which I'll try and figure out. So today, or yesterday actually, I didn't get a chance to. Today I was listening to royalty-free music all day, trying to find a track and cross-reference it with the creator section on Facebook to see if they would allow the track. But I'll keep looking. It's kind of like hard to search royalty-free music because it's not really like, it's not like you search Eminem or something like artists you like. You just got to listen to it all, or at least that's been my experience. Okay, so where did I go? I just went down there and across the front there. Got a little bit hot right towards the end of the weld there. The chill block that I'm using is very warm, so I'll swap him out for a fresh one. A little bit wider across that hole there too, but splitting hairs really. Really happy with this curved weld. After that bad one I did the other night, so the last two that I've done now, just been really mindful. Basically just ignoring everything except for the width of the puddle. Always gets a bit tricky for me through this area, and I think it's partly because the filter basket is a massive heat soak, followed up by this hole in the top there, which wicks the heat away. And then right in this corner here, we've got the last little bit of the front baffles on the inside. It's just like pulling heat in and out all over the place. But that looks really, really good. So I'm happy, really happy with that. So we'll just do a quick fusion weld up the top here if that camera comes live. I don't know why that camera is just massively buffering tonight. I'm not sure what's going on with him. But I'll grab a full length of filler. Okay, not too bad at all. Something, there was a tack there, a really big tack, but very, very nice. You got a friend doing a CAD design, awesome. Plasma cut, welded up for him. Yeah, post me pictures. I would love to see it. I totally get you can forego this whole situation with just like a miniature pod filter. You know, I just do something tricky because nobody else. Well, that's not true. People are definitely copying it now, but nobody else was doing it back when I started doing it. So. But yeah, awesome, man. Awesome. So I've got a gap here that I want to fill. Just fusion weld, you can see it right there. And I will just fusion weld around the front, just because that hole is sometimes a bit of a problem. And I kind of want to try in one pass instead of, normally I stop at the seam. I think I might give it a go if the filler rod allows it. Actually, I'll switch to a new filler, so I've got no excuses. And we'll just see how that goes. All right, did it in one pass. I don't know what I really achieved apart from not having a stop start right there. How long was that weld? Now let's jump in here. A minute 44. Man, it felt way longer than that. That felt like a 5-minute weld to me. It just kept going. Turned out really nice. Something going on right at the end there, probably just a tack. Yeah, it turned out really nicely. It needs some chill bars. Yeah, man, they're just 20. I've got some 20mm thick aluminium bar, and then these ones are 25mm thick, which I've just chamfered the edges. And this one I've threaded some holes in for some sort of project I did. But it's super handy to have multiple of them. Yeah, you gotta get some sleep, man. I can't believe that you even bother at 4 o'clock in the morning, but I really appreciate it. And yeah, we'll definitely catch you in the next one, man. Have a great weekend. and finished it off with an absolutely beautiful section of weld. I think that turned out really wonderful. If the camera decides to keep up, really, really good. Really happy with this weld finish right now. Actually kind of like that now that I see it again. Do I have the other one handy? Yes, I do. I guess it's not that different. So this one here has the stop start, and I actually drastically reposition, and on the other one I didn't have that luxury. I just tried to keep following the same puddle line. Yeah, interesting. Saying it's really like, who gives a crap? It's literally like at the back of the car, up against the firewall. Like, it's a thing you never see. But we got a much nicer seam on the square wave setting compared to using the Optima there. And I understand we did it at 2 different days, but all the other settings were the same apart from square wave and Optima. The tanks were pretty similar, I think, with gaps. I can't really recall on this one, but I can see this third one here has exactly the same gap, so I'm just going to assume that all the 3 that were folded on the same day have all the same problems. But very interesting, getting some great consistency with my welding right now. Super happy with that. It turned out absolutely phenomenal. So this is the R33 catch can, in the process of building this batch. The sold out ones came back from powder coat today, all sold out. They'll be going out next week. I've got another batch that I built which went to powder coat today, that most of them are sold, but there's a couple still available. But this batch here I'm trying so hard to build for stock, so we'll just keep plugging away on these in streams until the next batch comes through. So we've got some Evo tanks, I think, coming up next. But I'm going to wrap it up here. I'm just going to do a short stream tonight. It's Friday night. I'm actually pretty keen to go home and just relax a little bit. So Chris, thank you so much for popping in and checking all my streams. I really appreciate it. I did want to ask how far away your Fronius is, like what sort of time frame for delivery they gave you on that. Very interested. I was thinking about it today. Daniel, thank you for getting up at 4 a.m. and saying g'day. Really appreciate that. Anybody, three weeks? Yeah, that's not too bad. That's palatable, at least. Super exciting 3 weeks though. Anybody who popped into the stream, so we are, where are we? We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, and we're on Twitch tonight, all at the same time. The VOD will go up on YouTube after this is live. So anyone who's here now, thank you so much for spending your evening with me, or morning as the case may be. If you're watching the VOD on YouTube after this is live, I'd appreciate it if you give the video a like. If you're not a subscriber and you like what I'm doing here or want to see me do this more in the future, hit the subscribe button. We are on the climb to 1,000 subscribers, and I'd appreciate everybody's support in helping me to get there. Once we get there, it's really going to allow me to get the stream out to more people, and that's really the goal, to keep the chat active and keep me enthusiastic about rocking up every night. But that's going to end it there. I will be back on Tuesday for another welding stream. Have a great weekend, everybody, or night, or day, or wherever you are in the world, and I will see you next week.